There it is. This is an overhaul. Actually, an unusual thing. It came in really nice. Somebody had already put a brand new overlay on it, and they had put pretty good side art on it, but it was notched up. It was screwed up a little. This was all bare here, so we repainted this. Tony's working on now that Steven's out for a little bit, but it was very minor, so we were able to fix it. We had to do a black border around it because it was tattered and damaged. But I think it looks terrific. The green T-molding was already on it. I think it came out pretty nice, Frank. Now what we did, our customer wanted to keep it in the original cabinet, but you know what he asked for? Originally, the original Turtles game was monophonic. That's the speaker here, just one speaker.
Mono.
But he said, can you please put stereo speakers on so I can put other game boards in? See, all the other Konami boards, Turtles in Time was stereo, the Simpsons, X-Men, they were all stereo games. And they required 2 other speakers. So I'm going to show you what we did. Before we do that, the coin mechanisms are still there and easy to convert back. We've put on color-coordinated buttons to the players. We didn't have any purple buttons, so we put a white one in. We have the red, blue, and yellow. So the customer at any time can hook it back up to coin up. But this way he doesn't have to fuss with it. Very nice. So we think he'll be pleased. We also had to do some Bondo work on the bottom, just a little bit. And that's been repainted black, and we have new casters on the bottom. Okay, here's the monitor chassis. We put a new flyback in it. We put a new board on the side. This is the remote board. Oh gosh, right out of my head, Frank.
First day?
I want you to look up here, Frank. Here's what we did. We added the other 2 speakers. Now here's the deal. All JAMA wiring, this is a JAMA game. They're wired for mono sound in the edge connector. So there's the edge connector with a mono speaker, okay? Now that means if you plug in a stereo JAMA board, mono sound, the mix of left and right, will come out of that connector to that speaker. But the stereo, here's the stereo wire, left and right speakers, that plugs in separately. However, if you leave both the main logic board in, the JAMA board, and that in, you will get sound out of both all 3 speakers. You get the left and right, which is the true stereo, but the center one will have a mix. It'll sound okay, but you won't hear any separation. So what you have to do is unplug the mono speaker. We have a plug here that he can unplug, that's from the factory, or we put a tab on in case he just wants to do this one. That slides right off the speaker. So he can slide that tab off, and then he'll have the mono disconnected so we can hook in the stereo. And it just so happens that we have to test to show you a Simpsons board. So this is how you do it. You turn the game off.
Why? Don't you like to live dangerous? You're always
I do
plugging
everything with the power on.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Don't wimp out now in front of your audience.
Now you also have to move. The JAMA plug has the first and second player already in it, but the third and fourth player are here. Notice it says 3 and 4. Okay? Then the stereo plug. Oops, oh, Frank, you're a mess.
My board.
My beautiful board.
Make sure you have it oriented the right way. Have it marked up.
I always orient things. You know how I'm oriented.
Your orientation is not right.
Now, there's the volume pots, left and right, for your stereo. And if I remember correctly, you had this blasting, didn't you?
I didn't touch the volume.
Okay, there, it's loading. It's loading.
What's the point of having stereo if it's not blasting?
Now, how's our picture?
Gorgeous.
Now, listen. Frank, put this. Yeah, there we go. Now that's all. Plug the mono. There we go. Can you hear the separation? You should be able to hear it. Okay, pull the camera back. I hate it when you shake the frigging camera. Now, true stereo. I can hear it from here, and I'm on the side. Isn't that terrific? And look, while we're at it, I'll show you. The 4-player connectors are easy. They're all color. See, these are a lot of orange, these are a lot of white, these are a lot of yellow, and these are a mix. You'd have to be really stupid to get them mixed up. You know who you are. Anyway, control panel comes off 1, 2, 3. Oh, by the way, watch the video I did. That should be doesn't he have a life? One moment. Keep the camera on. Yes, 215. Curtis? Yes, go ahead, baby. Yes, I do. Thank you. Good. Done. Wasting my time. Frank, where were we? Oh my gosh, I turned the thing off. That's why we're back to converting it back. Okay. Plugging it back in. Unplugging and leaving unplugged. See, look, Frank, who's working the camera, isn't this nice? He put these nice, clean connectors up. A connect here he added, and then we put it into the speakers. Frank, I'm showing off your handiwork. Nice and clean, because we only do nice, clean work at TNT. Well, that's going to get some nasty. Is somebody going to thumbs down me on that one?
Yeah, they can't appreciate quality engineering.
We love it. We love it. But we think our customer is going to be absolutely thrilled. And this is going with his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pinball. Did you see how... Well, let me finish with this. Frank gets me all riled up, and I keep loading. Beautiful piece of equipment. Ready to go. Put his players on. Oh, we got the volume off, don't we? No, we got it unplugged. Remember? I pulled the plug off. There we go. It's back in there.
Fire! Hang on, April.
Wouldn't that have been great in stereo? I just don't know why they didn't do stereo. They had it. It was 89. For goodness sakes. I mean, they had stereo in 1980. Wizard of War was 3-channel stereo. Dwarf was stereo. Anyway, come over here, Frank. Almost done. Boy, does this thing look terrific. This looks terrific. What's interesting about this machine, it's a brand new old stock playfield. So whoever owned this machine stuck this new playfield in, but they made a mess of it. They really did. They left a lot of parts off. You're going to see that in the video coming up. So we're still in the process of finishing it. We had to change all the flipper parts. You'll see all the things we did. They did a nice job, but they just left so much off, they didn't take it off the other playfield. So we had to clean all that up. Cabinet's terrific. Look how nice it is. We're still working on this. It's still a work in progress. It's going to actually be finished tomorrow. So keep watching. You'll see Turtles tomorrow. Good night.
Now get out!